Natural beauty today. No makeup on. I may look tired. I'm not. Just don't have makeup on. Majority of the time, I always have makeup on. But way too lazy to go put it on. And it's like 7:30 now. Screw that. Makeup, no. I'm not doing anything tonight. Don't need to put makeup on. Some girls that I know constantly have to check their makeup every minute. Not every minute, but every half hour to make sure it's still there. I mean, seriously, you're in school. I've seen people in the bathroom all the time reapplying their makeup, and I'm like, no. The only thing that I carry in my bag of makeup is compact, liquid eyeliner, whatever. No, there's girls that bring bags of makeup to school to make sure they look okay. And I'm like, you're in school. You're not in beauty school. You're not nothing like that. And I'm like, at home, yeah, I have a lot more makeup at home, but it doesn't mean I bring it all to school. Like, I've had people in the past of high school, pretty much, they would take my makeup on me because they were expensive makeup, and I didn't buy it. My aunt did. She bought it for me for gifts and stuff. But I don't know. If you can't afford it, why do you steal it from other people? I don't get that. Why do people do that? It's nice makeup, and it irritates me too. Anyways, that's my little tidbit of girls in high school. And there's also other girls who are not very nice people either. Not gonna give a specific name for them. They're disgusting. They're not a bad word. It's a bad word, but I'm not gonna say that word because no. There's girls, underclassmen I should say, at my school, who are the coolest. They think they're the coolest and most popular people that I've ever met, but they're not. They're little scumbags. Nice way to put it, I guess. And their parents bought them a car and everything, and they're like a sophomore in high school. And in sophomore in high school, I only had those little tiny plastic cars that you can, this big of a car you can bring with you every day to school. That one a couple years ago. And your parents don't go out and spend $15,000 on you for a car. And then yet you turn around saying that your family doesn't have money. I can't pay this bill for this month, or I can't pay electricity on this month. No wonder why their parents spend thousands of dollars on a car for you and you're in high school. Come on, common sense up here. You don't have that. But, I don't have that problem, luckily, because, don't really need a car, I guess. I work at school. Well, tech class. Daycare. Childcare. Technically it's childcare, but that really irritates me. Those girls. They think they're the coolest because, their parents bought them a car, and then they complain on Facebook that their family doesn't have money, they're poor. And I'm like, come on. Your parents spend $15,000 on a car for you. Seriously. And what does my parents spend on me? My phone bill. That's it. iPhone. Come on. That's all. They only pay for my bill. For my phone. I buy clothing. Shampoo, conditioner, bathroom stuff. Occasionally food if I want certain food. Other times they do that. I had to buy snowboarding gear. You know how expensive that is? Expensive. I had to buy a pair of Uggs because my old ones were trashed. And they're ruined. Let's see. Snowboarding gear is not cheap. If you want to join snowboarding, get a job. Because I've never spent $1,200 on everything for snowboarding. You have to get the board, the bindings, the boots, the helmet, the goggles, the stomp pad. Then you have to wax it every so often. You have to wear a coat, a ski pants, hat, gloves, everything. You gotta get heat warmers, little heaty things for your hands and boots. Your feet might get cold too. It's not cheap. I don't understand that. And then let's see, Uggs aren't cheap. I have let's see, one. I got my ultra tall chocolate ones. I got walking dark boots. I don't know what they're called. I got aqua short boots or whatever. And then my dad got me for Christmas purple. I don't know how many that is now. I think like 5 or 4. I don't know. But like, people are like, you're so spoiled, and I'm like, no, I'm not. I work hard for what I want. Like in January, I bought an iPad mini. See, iPad mini. And I love it. And they're like, you're so spoiled. And I'm like, it took me like a year to buy that. No. Legit, a year. And they're like, oh, well, I can just get that in a day. And I'm like, that's like $500 right there just for the iPad. The case is another $60 because it's like this leather thing that has that. And like it opens up and spins around. You know. And then I got insurance on it at the Apple Store in Holyoke, Massachusetts. So I spent like $600 something just in the Apple Store. I bought this at Staples for like $60 a case at Staples. But it's really nice. They had a black one, and I'm like, I wish they had a different color, but I'm trying to find another one kind of like this, like the nice like little. So when I'm like watching TV like late at night, I can do it like this. So but there's like nowhere where they have one that I'd like and for cheap. And then I bought a OtterBox for my phone on Amazon for like $30 or something like that. And it has like the protector shield on it, which is really nice. But if I bought it on OtterBox.com, I would have spent way more than $30 something. I don't know. They said that I'm so spoiled, and this is a girl that comes up to me with a $15,000 Jeep. She's like, "You're spoiled." I don't No, don't talk to me, first of all. Second of all, I'm not spoiled. My parents did not give me a car. But I'm like, the only thing that they pay for is for my phone and Pandora use, which I don't even know what I'm listening to. Whatever I'm listening. Yeah, see, she said, "You look beautiful in your pics." What a creep. Isn't that a creeper? I've had another topic. I've had creeper in the past. And I don't know, he messaged me on Facebook saying, "Close your window," or something like that. And I freaked out. I'm like, I live on the second floor upstairs of the house. And he messaged me on Facebook saying, "I can see what you're doing. Close your window." Is that a creeper to you? I find that a creeper. Because, first of all, it's 10 o'clock at night when he messaged me. Second of all, I'm 2 stories up. Third of all, everyone around me is old people. And this was a guy. There's no guys in like a 2-mile radius of me that is, my age. This is also a year ago, before I turned 18, so. And then I've talked to people in my tech class about him because he goes to Green Mountain. And like tech class has people from Springfield, which my school is. And then they go to like Green Mountain. They go from Ludlow to Bells Falls, not Chester, Fall Mountain, and I think one other school. I don't know the other school because I don't know anybody from a different school like that. And they're like, "Oh yeah, he is a perv." And I'm like, "Thank you for telling me that now." So I had to block him. And then he messaged the girl that's my tech class why I haven't been talking to him. And she's like, "Oh, she blocked you." And then I think that night she blocked him because he was just a creep. He would wanted to know everything, bra size and everything after that. And I'm like, no. So I blocked him. Which is, I don't want to talk to creep. But, whatever. Why can't you be? Anyways, that's my quick high school life. It's almost over. It's April. Well, right now we have April break, like spring break. People are in like other people that are rich. Their parents gave them like a $20-something thousand car for their 16th birthday. A $20,000+ car, top of the line car for their 16th birthday. And on my 16th birthday, you know what I did? I had some of my closest friends at the time come to my house and eat pizza on my 16th birthday. You know how much that cost me? $20-something. That is it. I did not get a car. I didn't get an iPod. I didn't get an iPad. I especially didn't get a phone, an iPhone. I only had like one of those old school flip phone crap. I didn't get a nice, like, cool car or something like that. No. I had friends over and we had pizza for my birthday. You know how fun that is for my 16th birthday. I didn't get a car, nothing. That's what irritated me. And then she posted a picture on Instagram. Here I come, Aruba, or something like that. No. You don't let people know where you're going, and especially put a picture of the hotel in the room number you're staying on online. You never do that. She did that. Her car picture is online. Her license plate number is online. Common sense over here. You don't do that. You don't put online, off to wherever you're going, and other people are like going to Florida, going to like a foreign country, Jamaica, where else? Places like that. You know what I'm doing for spring break? I'm working every day from 9 to 5, which isn't bad because I get paid on Friday, and it's only Saturday. I only work Monday through Friday, and I close Saturday and Sunday like regular school, which is good because I would die if I had to work. I really would. But I'm glad I don't have to work. I'm sitting in a spinning chair. I don't like snobby people like that. Rich snobby people. And her parents, for the $15,000 car, and like, she doesn't work. Her parents pay for gas and insurance. Whatever she wants for it, her parents buy it. And I'm like, oh my god, you don't know. You're never going to learn how to budget anything. That they teach this in finance. And she's too lazy to know this. I got something in my arm. And I'm like, you're never going to learn how to budget. It's not, okay, maybe not budget, but like how to earn your money. There we go. How to earn your money when your parents buy you everything. You're not going to learn that. So when your parents die and you have to buy your own car, your own insurance, who's going to buy that for you? You are. Your parents are. Mommy and Daddy ain't going to buy you a car, sweetie. Too bad. You're going to have to learn to do that. Not my problem. I mean, come on. You're in high school. You shouldn't have to buy a car right now. Especially if you have your license. I know people that don't even have their permit and they're senior in high school, which is sad. Like, I'm going for my license this week. But seniors in high school, come on. Some of them should know how to drive. And then I have my brother who's 16 now, and he's gonna go buy a Jeep. Doesn't have his license. He gets it at the end of the summer. And he's all gung-ho for this Jeep 2000 Jeep. And they want like $1,300 for it. And he's like, oh, I have to buy it, I have to buy it, I have to buy it. I'm like, who's gonna buy the gas when you're not working? Who's paying for your insurance when you don't have a job? And what happens if you need maintenance on it and you can't do it at home? You have to bring it to a shop. Mom and Dad aren't gonna pay for that, buddy. Sorry to tell you that. Get over it. That irritates me. And I'm like, you need to work. I worked my butt off at a local ski mountain. 2 years ago, I worked in daycare. This year, I worked in housekeeping, and it sucked. Sorry to tell you that there. They lied to me. My pay was supposed to be $12-something an hour. I got $9.62 an hour. Other people there that's been there first year got $11 an hour. I got screwed. They told me I was going to be on a crew. They told this to my mom, too, that I was going to be on a crew for first off. And then second, they said, obviously, the $12 an hour, no. They were going to put me on a crew of like 4 or 5 different people in a room cleaning. No. That didn't happen. They told me, like, pretty much, screw you, you're going to do bathroom duty. I went around the mountain, the inside of the mountain, cleaning the bathrooms. I had to go from one bathroom to another, and then back to the first one, all day long. I got 2 15-minute breaks, one at 10 o'clock, and then one at 2 o'clock, and I got a lunch break at 12:30. They take the lunch break out, but the 2 breaks are free. And then they, like, message me on the walkie-talkie saying, oh, by the way, and they're like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm on lunch. They're like, what time did you start lunch? Like 5, 6 minutes ago. Why? You need to leave to go clean a bathroom. I'm like, no, because you're going to take my lunch out. Not going to happen. And I'm like, it can wait. I'm taking my lunch break now. They didn't like that. I'm like, too bad? It's my lunch break. You shouldn't do this to me. Seriously. And after my lunch, I went to clean the bathroom. They were obviously upset at me. They're like, I thought you were going to clean the bathroom sooner. And I'm like, I said I'm taking my lunch. They're like, you still need to clean the bathroom. I'm like, that's where I'm heading. They came down like 5 minutes later. I got hiccups, I'm sorry. They came down like 5 minutes later telling me specifically that I have to go and clean the bathroom now. And I'm like, it can wait. I'm hungry. If I don't eat right now, I will pass out. I didn't eat dinner the night before. I didn't eat lunch the day before, which was a school day. And I didn't have breakfast this morning, so I'm eating now. They're like, that's not my problem. Like, it's not my problem to clean the bathroom right now when I'm on lunch. You gotta like that or not. They didn't like that. But I'm like, I sat there and I finished my lunch. You get a half-hour lunch. I took about a 25-minute lunch. And it takes me 5 minutes to get over there. By the time I got over there, you wanted to know what it needed. It needed toilet paper. It was an emergency. It was an emergency to go clean this bathroom. I was expecting the worst. No. It needed toilet paper. I'm sorry. And then they screwed me on pay one weekend. It's bi-weekly, so you get paid every 2 weeks. And they told me that they're like, oh no, your pay is correct. And I'm like, no, I'm short like some crazy amount of money. I was supposed to get a $300 check. I ended up getting $130 for a check instead of $300 because they didn't give me my days because they never gave me a clock-in pin and my finger scan until that weekend. And it was vacation, and I had to work holiday break in December. Some people don't celebrate it, Christmas break. I had to work that break. And all break. It was 40-something hours. From 8 to 4 every day. And they're like, no, we paid you correct. I'm like, no, you didn't. My dad brought me up, first of all. Second of all, my dad works on the mountain. They're like, oh, well, you can just sit in the base or something like that. We've also heard rumors that you're going around not skiing, but snowboarding that day. Yes, how am I going to go snowboarding when I have sweatpants on, my dirty, nasty Uggs at the time, and weirdest shirt ever. It was a purple, nasty shirt. How am I going to go snowboarding that? First of all, I don't have anything on me to go snowboarding. Second of all, I didn't have money on me to buy, rent, or whatever. And third of all, I didn't have an ID on me. So how am I supposed to do anything? I'm not going to sit in a lobby all day to watch people go by from skiing. They're like, oh, well, we've heard rumors that you skipped work. I'm like, I would have done way much more better things than skipping, like if I actually did skip work. I would have done more crazy stuff. I'm like, I would have done something. But they're like, no, you clearly skipped work. If I did, I would have called in and said I wasn't going to be there. And they're like, yeah, you clearly skipped work. And I'm like, look at the cameras there. And look at them. I'm clearly there. and they didn't give me okay, so I gave them my 2 weeks notice 2 weeks ago before this happened, and that day, at the final day there, I walked out early because we got into a huge argument and they didn't like what I had to say, and I gave them back the keys, the walkie. I left whatever I had out there because they needed to talk to me. And I had my mom there. I texted my mom I think 11 or something like that, and my mom was there in 20 minutes. And it usually takes about 25 minutes to get to my house, from my house to the mountain. My mom got there. We were both fuming. I called my dad saying that he needs to get here, but he's in Burlington at the day, and I'm like, you need to get here now. And he's like, I can't, sweetie. I'm like, I'm so mad that day. I literally wanted to punch the wall. My brother was there, the 16-year-old, the one that went in the car I told you about. That he was there. He was also fuming because he dropped me off because he wanted to drive to work. Come on. But he drove me to work. Watch me walk upstairs to grab a walkie. They're like, we didn't see you that morning. I'm like, maybe you shouldn't leave the door unlocked and then not being here. I clearly came in that morning saying, hello, where are you? Grabbed the walkie and grabbed keys and went on my day. They're like, we didn't see you that day. None of the night crew saw me. And I'm like, they never see me anyways. Seriously, how stupid can you get? And they're like, well, nobody saw you. And I'm like, I don't care. I was clearly here. My dad was here. I saw him on my lunch break. I went on my lunch break. 30 minutes. You're only supposed to stay in a certain area. I went on to the other side of this base area. Saw him in first aid. People there saw me. So if they didn't truly see me, you could have gone ask my dad because I was there. And they were like, you weren't there. You can't get your other money. And I'm like, so $60? I think I told you 150. Under 200 for a check. Seriously, for more than 40 hours that week. If I'm supposed to get 12, oh my god, this is already upsetting me right now. I've had a really bad day. Oh my god. They're like, you skipped work and went snowboarding. My mom freaked out on people that works there. And I'm like, sorry, I'm fixing my camera now. My foot falls asleep and it hurts. But yeah. I worked extremely hard and I did not give that extra money back. So then I called this local ski place where I worked at and talked to somebody in HR. I told them what my issue was. I went in that day when I walked out, and I talked to her person to person. After I walked out, I went straight to talk to this lady. She understood me. She's like, I'm going to try to figure out what you were going to do for the extra pay that you missed, that you didn't get. She's like, I believe you 150 million%. I still never got my money back. Kind of upset. Never got that money back. But now I have a job, so I will be able to buy own things. And if I don't go to college, I guess I'm just going to work full time and move out. I really don't like where I live at all. Nobody's here right now because they're dropping my youngest brother off at a friend's house for the weekend. So Tuesday or something like that. But I'm like, if I don't get to go to college, I'll just wait a year, work for a year, full time, work, and then go to college. If that doesn't happen, I'll just study abroad. No, you can't study abroad if you don't go to college. Travel, then I'm going to travel to a different country and I'm going to live there. That's my life goal. Question for you guys. What is your life goal? Comment below, like, and subscribe. Bye guys!